Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to tackle a key retirement question. When is the best month for you to retire? So there's going to be a few things that we need to look into in order to discover the most ideal month. So some of them are going to be finance questions, some of them are going to be personal questions, and some of them are going to be tax questions. So stay tuned so that you can learn when's the most ideal and strategic month for you to retire. The first few topics that we're going to look into are financial considerations. So the very first thing that comes to mind is annuity payments. Now, suppose that you're a government employee and you're going to receive an annuity payment and you're planning to retire towards the end of the month. Well, suppose that you retire on May 31st. Your annuity should begin on June 1st, and you should receive your first payment on July 1st. Now, if you were to wait till mid-month to retire as opposed to May, consider that you might be waiting an additional month in order to receive those annuity payments. So for that reason, you definitely want to speak with your employer to find out a little bit more of when your retirement vehicles, whether it's an annuity, whether it's going to be a 401k, when those exact vehicles are expected to start payment. So the end of the year is usually a very popular time for people to retire. And this could be for several reasons. So the very first reason that comes to mind is people are waiting for the new year in order to start their retirement nicely organized and fresh. The second reason that comes to mind is sometimes people are waiting to the end of the year so that they can build up their leave pay so that when they do decide to retire, they have a little bit more leave coming into them once they've retired. And then the last reason why people are considering the end of the year, it's going to be because perhaps they're waiting for that year-end bonus so that when they do decide to transition into retirement, they also have that additional cash cushion. So the next financial consideration to keep in mind is Social Security benefits and timing. So oftentimes people are choosing to take Social Security either at age 62, at age 67, which sometimes is 66 and a half, depending on when your full Social Security age is, and also at age 70. And you can take it any time in between. So people consider age 62 simply because they're a little bit in a rush to receive benefits, or they're in a rush to retire, or maybe they're choosing to retire early. Not a bad thing, but just keep in mind that if you choose to take Social Security early, that is a permanent benefit reduction that you will always have and carry with you. So the next popular time is full Social Security age. And if you choose to retire at this point, now you're going to have a full benefit payout. And the last is age 70. And for every year that you've delayed taking Social Security, remember that you're increasing your benefit payout by 8% per year. So 70 is a very popular age because now you get the maximum Social Security benefit, which it really goes well with your retirement savings. So the larger your Social Security benefit payout is, the less pressure you have to apply towards your retirement savings. Another factor to keep in mind is your healthcare benefits. If you decide to retire before the ages of 65, you want to ask yourself, is your employer benefit going to cover you before you reach the age of Medicare? And if it's not, you want to make sure that either you have some kind of private policy that's providing coverage, or that you're eligible for COBRA. So oftentimes people are waiting for the age of 65 because that's when they become eligible for Medicare. So the next thing that we're going to look at is personal considerations for your retirement. So oftentimes people are choosing specific seasons of the year or specific months, either summer or spring, because they believe that it's going to be very beneficial for them. They're going to have a full vacation time when they do reach retirement. People are also considering different months of the year, whether it might be December. Maybe they prefer the end of the year for their retirement for celebration purposes. And so oftentimes this could be a subjective topic, and it could be based on what your personal preference is. So the last topic we want to look at is tax considerations. And what this can mean is if you choose to retire towards the beginning of the year, you may have less earned income for you to factor in, and usually that could be beneficial. Now, retirement towards the end of the year might mean that you have more earned income, and if you're choosing to take retirement benefits, that could potentially put you in a higher tax bracket. The last thing to consider is Roth IRA conversions. If you're retiring in the beginning of the year, Roth IRA conversions might be ideal towards that time of the year because you have lower taxable income. What are the key takeaways? Well, the key takeaways, there are a few factors to consider. We want to look at your financial considerations. We want to look at your tax considerations. We want to look at your lifestyle considerations. And we also want to look at any healthcare planning that you're looking at as well. Right? With that said, keep those things in mind so that you can choose the most strategic and ideal retirement month. Thank you for tuning in to Prescribed Wealth Podcast. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow for more. Till next time.